What's up, everyone? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back with another set review. I'm joined today by Andy
What's up, guys?
and our two special guests, both of whom have been on the show before, Ollie and Jason.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Today we are doing Arifureta from It's to Commonplace to World's Strongest. I don't know, whatever the tagline. Should be a pretty cool set. There's a couple decks in there. I have curated it as we've been doing, but there's still a lot of cards for us to go through and a lot of cards to pop in trial deck. Definitely a trial deck with. Starting out here, Andy, go ahead.
Okay, so this is what does Arifureta stand for again? World's
It's
Weakest
I don't
Arifureta.
know. It's just some crazy.
Arifureta.
It's Arifureta. It's just some
This is
guy.
and this is UA.
Is this UA?
Not
Is this
not
a
Pang.
boy or a girl?
Not that is a girl.
It's a girl.
Okay,
Thousand-year-old
I gotta
vampire.
ask. Okay.
Unironically.
Yeah.
Oh,
we don't
wow.
assume genders.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think she's like 500 years old. It's not 1,000.
Something like
All right, we got this MILF here. This elf MILF,
She's a vampire.
500 years old, young. When this is placed on your stage from your hand, you can pay one, ditch one, search your deck for a tortoise character. I guess that's the common trait here.
Yep.
The world,
Tortoise is
yeah.
It's like a
common.
world or something they're from, I think.
Yep.
Okay. A nice little drop searcher, and when it gets reversed, you get to send it to memory if you have 2 or less. I like free memory. I like it a lot.
Drop searchers are good. Free memory is cool. This card is also important for other cards. Other card, singular,
I think it's other card singular. You must run it.
but it's a very relevant card.
It could,
so-
you could do so much worse.
Yeah, you're slamming like 4 of this. If you play that combo, you're playing 4 of this card 100% of the time.
Gotta open it.
Inarguably.
It's got to go to memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, usually you wouldn't want that many drop searchers, probably, but it
But,
going
I mean,
to
they,
memory
but
for
they
free
also
makes up
leave.
for it.
Yeah. They leave the board, so you only you end up only like basically playing 2 of this card because you're eating like 2 of them away.
All right.
It's fine though for a TD card.
Thanks. All right. What's this girl's name? I didn't.
Kaori.
Kaori. So this is a on death. Look it up to. All right.
Okay. Oh.
In the trial deck. Card profile. Pretty.
I'll go to B plus because there's some cool events in this set that like make build level 1 or higher actually feel good. I said B plus and the plus didn't go through. There we go.
Jason.
This is 1-0 Hajime and Yue. Continuous during your turn. If you have another tortoise character, this gets 3,000 power, so it's a 7k with the choice. Climax combo. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have the choice in the climax area, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose the 2 tortoise characters or the 1-0 event. I don't remember what this card does, but I think it was cool. From among them, show the
Torch.
opponent, add them to your hand. Oh, it's torch?
Pretty
Okay.
sure it's just
Yeah, it's just torch. All right, cool. So you get to add the torch. That's pretty neat.
on reverse plus
On reverse
2.
plus 2 combo.
As coterie. Good to ever be.
Understandable.
Rightfully
And this guy's
so.
like, he's got a gun. He looks like he's from the future. Like that's like some cyberpunk stuff right
He's
there.
trust
he's
me.
a punished
He's-
isekai protagonist.
He's literally edgy Edward Elric.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
literally shows up in fantasy world and is like, everyone hates me. Falls in a ditch and fire girl.
Okay, well, like,
Gets
okay,
his
well,
gun and,
to be fair,
like,
Don't spoil the whole show for me, jeez.
no,
This is
that's the
episode
first
1.
episode, brother.
that's episode 1. The rest of the series is just him going on an adventure with this vampire and these other women and creating his
Yeah.
harem.
And shooting
Sounds
people.
pretty comfy. Yeah.
It's a series
Inventing
of all
cars.
time.
Yeah, it is. All right, Ollie, you get the off finish.
Okay, we got this 3/2 UA. On play, you can sack one of your other tortoise characters to heal the stock. And pay 3 ditch 2. On
Oh.
attack, you can burn 3. Cool off finisher.
Ladies.
The card.
It's pretty cool that you can, like, it's in the trial deck with the other combo that on a card and then stack a card you already tapped for it. Get some cheeky value out of it.
That's not bad.
All right. Back to Ian.
All right, this is the card that works with the combo there. With that combo, you can add either a character or this card. This is just a torch event, so look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. You can stop whenever and take a tortoise character and put the rest to your waiting room. And you can do it as a counter, which is really nice if you trigger all your climaxes and you need to just burn through the rest of your deck when your opponent attacks you. The timing is really nice on that.
These
Yeah.
are good.
Torch.
If this set had more board-based things to make Torch actually feel like a relevant card, I'd care more.
Yeah, usually your best cards are dying. Maybe an attack.
Even
Or from the board.
purposefully. Yeah.
They might not be for you to play a counter. Still in the trial deck, by the way. We got this Shia. This is on play. Use any of your characters. Give power. It's a climax. Pretty good climax swap. Pretty good combination of effects.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. We like 3K climax swaps are good. And 3K that can also buff other things. Very cool. Or 15 that can buff other things. Big fan.
Very versatile card. Like
Power
I like
pumping
climax
is-
swaps as like 2 ofs usually. And that's like a nice other effect to pair with it as like a utility effect.
Damn, if you like climax, play a lot more.
Yeah.
Jason, go ahead. You get this.
Alrighty. 1-0 TO. Auto, if you have another tortoise character, this gets 1,000 power. Or well, I can use a tortoise to get 1,000 power, so it's a 55. When it's attacked, if you have a climax in your climax area, the top card of your deck, if it's a level 1 or higher card, send it as a stock. So it's like the Itsuki and the Mel and all those cards we've seen a million times, but climax combo. Or climax, fake climax combo. I like this card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
card's pretty good.
Profile's pretty strong, I think.
Yeah. At least
Just
I think it's
don't
an
whiff.
natural lane.
There's like decent stuff off bar.
Yeah, you slam bar, slam whatever, you just get sometimes you get free stock out of it.
Not bad in the door. Level mid game.
Agreed.
Slamming. Still in the trial deck, by the way.
All right, we got this level 3 Shea combo on a bar. On play, you get to spawn a character whose level is your lower, and then place it on a stage in a turn. That card gets 2,000 power. And then climax combo, end of attack, pay 3, ditch 1. You have the bar in your climax area. You have 2 or more other Taurus characters. You get to stand this. Oh, that's kind of boring.
A
But I guess it's-
combo, the card in and of itself is not anything to write home about. But however, things you can do because of this.
Yeah, you really just care about the elbow drop effect, honestly. But
Yeah, the fact that this card spawns a thing, gives it power, which is good for picked on a copy. Obviously, A2 spawn, get out.
yeah, that's usually what you're doing. You're just dropping a bunch of these, and then you're looping another card that we'll talk about later.
Yeah, much.
You know what? I was
But
gonna say the cost seemed really prohibitive on like the restand to do multiples, but I mean, if you just gonna play them all for free, then it definitely
Actually,
cuts back.
K3 and end of attack on a restander is actually like deceptively cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because when you
getting
swing with it a
extra
second time,
attacks.
you get another one. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
double for 6, I think.
I think you triple.
Oh,
for
actually,
6, don't you?
Actually, you get
6.
more because you
I
get
think you
free
triple-
level 3s.
You triple for like 4 or 5. It's 4. I think you triple for 4.
I think it's for 5. You
I
have
know
to double
5.
It's like every one generates.
Batman is
2.
double for 6, and this is
You
the same
Pop
effect.
it. Attack.
Start
for
you.
2.
If
I'd
you
have
have
to work
6, you
it
go to
out.
4.
It's like 4 or 5. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
hard to do in
it's
the
some low
moment,
amount.
but doing it.
I feel like it's 4 because I think it's like giga cheap. Not that it matters. In this deck, you probably if you're playing the deck that plays this, you have a million stock anyway. So whatever. But
on its own. I'm just gonna go on with the thing. It has good self, and it's on bar. The fact that it has another relevant effect because you care about having big deer.
edit Shea. She's
Yeah,
cute.
Seems a little too weak, I think, for like current day and age.
You'll
Just
understand, Andy.
two-
It's more
it's a
about
combo
it's about the
for what it
efficiency.
does.
It's about the
Yeah.
efficiency of the card in the deck that it goes in. But the card itself as it stands now. But we'll get there. We're actually gonna get there real soon. Understand. All right, that's the TD. That's definitely a TD right home about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. That's like literally every notable card. Every card I curate.
That's actually
Typical 2,
really
1,
good
10K.
for that's
Yeah.
good for a TD. Actually, that's a really
Yeah,
strong
no,
TD.
Arifureta's TD is really good.
If you are looking to like just get into Weiss, and like Arifureta, go out and definitely a set to like go out and get to jam them together and go have a very functional deck. All right.
Imagine having TDs with a level 1 and 3 combo must be nice.
Yeah, it's.
Oh shit! It does. Look at
There's also
that.
a blank 2 soul in there. Too.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to yellow.
Oh, we're back to me anyway. We got this nurse girl. Is she wearing a nurse's hat? She must
Like
be
a
like a
cleric.
cleric or a priest or something. Dang, this
Yeah.
show has it all.
Yes,
It's literally a shitty D&D campaign.
your shitty D&D campaign.
With the one guy with the custom class that has guns.
Actually.
Oh, that sounds kind of like our campaign, Carmen.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're the guy. You're the shitty guy with the guns.
Well, everybody has guns.
The DM said it was fine. Leave it alone.
So
All right, Andy, read the cardboard.
Oh, I
Kaori
will.
is her name.
Say the
Kaori.
line, Bart.
What'd you say?
Say the line point.
It's a brainstorm. Flip over the top. You know what it does. Salvage.
What kind?
And it can act pay 2, rest this, heal 1. Now, at face value, that seems pretty good to me, but we are just coming off the Azure Lane set review, and we have the Unicorn, which is like way better than this.
This card.
This is main phase. This is something you have to choose to do.
It is
you
main
do it,
phase. You can't brainstorm the turn you do it, which was the same as the Unicorn. But I like
This
that
is a nice way to pay 2.
Paying 2 is very important in this deck, as we will find out very soon.
You need to pay out.
That's good. This card is also classmate trait. All the Kaoris are classmate trait. I will note characters have that trait. That trait is very important for cards. The only
Pinky
trait
blue
other
card.
than Tortoise that matters is classmate / teacher. They are effectively the same trait because they're always referenced together.
Does she get transported to the world with him?
Yeah, she's one of these. All the classmates are
kids,
isekai.
All the kids who are. But
they kidnapped an entire classroom to make them fight a war.
This is like
and then
your
there's only
healer,
some of them like
in like most of the decks. That
yeah.
This is your primary healer. This is what you'll like play 4 of this, and like I don't know, you're gonna play lots of 4-ofs. Anyway.
Yeah. Pay 2 rest heal is broken.
You're broken.
Pretty good that it just chills in your back row.
Yeah, I love
the potion maker.
I love Chibi Liz.
Oh yeah, that card does have that text, I forget.
Get you to bed.
Boomer, the card's new.
That card came out like a year ago.
Wait, what?
The STS card.
Oh,
the Liz from STS.
You meant that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
No, not fucking. There's no pay 2 rest heal, Lizbeth. You think she got good cards? No.
Maybe.
Her best card is the coin flip, guy.
All right, 3/2 UA. If you have 2 or more Tortoise characters, 600 power and hex. 9K. Hex per. On play heal. When you on attack, you can pay 1 digit character. This gains the following effect until the end of your opponent's next turn. Character across from this or this card's damage is canceled. Like the darkness back when, but 2 instead of 1. And it's
wasn't
really
the darkness
small.
when oh yeah, it is the Konosuba one, huh? I forgot the merge.
Yeah, that one only breaks 1. It does play.
It could be played early.
You notably cannot play this one.
The darkness didn't heal though, right? She cantripped or whatever.
Yeah, she dug through.
Yeah, she was also way bigger.
And you merged into it, so the cantrip.
Well, she's a little girl, bro. She can't be big.
Oh wait, this is
wait. Wait, Carmen.
What?
Do you have the pre-errata text, or is your text just wrong? Because it says 35. I know this card got nerfed at a point.
Oh no, this is just wrong.
Okay, so yeah, she's 11. She's not 9.
11.
This
Oh,
card did
okay.
get nerfed though, didn't it have a higher base and then lower. They fixed something on this card, I think, when it first
I
got
can't
spoiled.
remember. It was
I think it was like
Okay.
9K got 2K, and they made it 7.5 gets 3.5.
That's a
something
little
like
bit better.
Yes,
least
it's
it's
11K.
hexproof.
It is
Alright, I'm gonna go
12K with
out.
combo.
I'm gonna go out on a ledge and say this is really good.
It's fine.
I like this a lot. Like,
Oh, A+, Jesus.
I think it's really good. Yeah, I think you have really good damage assurance with like the extra burn 2s, right, on your turn in case they cancel, and then off turn you can still like, even if you don't get there, you can still like kill them off turn because it's when they cancel too. So when your opponent swings back at you, if you cancel their damage, you get to burn them too.
It's
And if they
definitely
have like
like
some
a
crazy like
sustain
pinging
kind of
finisher or
card.
something, right? If they have something like a Gura they're throwing at you with a lot of ping ones, if they don't heal down all the way, you can like kill them. Like if you don't quite get there with your kill turn, you can
Gura
maybe
heals
kill
on
them off
play.
turn. Fuck Gura healing on play. You can deal like 6 damage off turn with this.
Oh no,
What?
it
It's
only
once per
it
turn.
only trips once.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, if you have
saying
triple,
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. It's true.
and then Gura kills you with their full effect before you get to get your cancel
Yeah,
burn,
you
and then
die
you're
on
like,
the first.
but my burn.
I mean, in an
But I mean,
ideal world,
this is healing down for you too.
in an
Yeah, it
ideal
heals
world,
you
this is a very
3.
good sustain finish.
This kind of seems
So the-
like Meliodas, but good. Like 7 Deadly Sins Meliodas defensive finisher.
Yeah, in some ways, Meliodas has more to it, obviously, things like anti-burn and all that stuff as well. That is part of what makes that card appealing. UA is good, like, for sure.
The biggest issue with Meliodas, at least when we were all playing it in the Berg, is that it just did nothing on turn.
Yes, that is a big issue. UA is
And this
definitely
card
better than
does.
Meliodas, but, I like, so people used to play this card, right? And when Arifureta first came out, this is one of the main level 3s you would always see, and then people pivoted off of this because your deck is like super vanilla if you play this card, and it doesn't synergize with the better level 1 combos in the set, which is like a big issue.
There are 2 other level 1 combos that you want to play. One of them makes you want to play a specific finisher because of a climax lineup that you got a benefit out of.
Yeah, it forced you to play 8 doors, spoilers. And then
the other combo, which we're gonna see in like 3 cards here, makes you have to play extremely bloated lineups of every card in your deck.
And it also just doesn't. So like the other thing generates a lot of stock because like its whole gimmick, right? Just as a so you understand.
Like Arifureta as a set, you mean?
No, the level 1, the meta level 1,
yeah.
the meta level 1 combo that you will see 9 times out of 10 if you go look at JP Arifureta list is like a giga stock charging combo. On basically what it ends up being. UA does not take any advantage of this stock genning combo. So you're getting to this point where like the best part about it was it can cancel burn, and because you're playing like you're getting all the stock, you can like always do it. But like you'd rather use the stock in a more like consistent top end, I guess. Like something that is doing more.
You don't have to like
what
pass
you have.
back to your opponent.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to just be like, I have 15, 20 stock. I'm literally just going to murder you. And then we're gonna go next. And you don't want to give your opponent give your opponent a chance to have a turn. Especially when other finishers in the format are just better than you. Yes, you sit against something like Gura, it'd be really funny if this kills them, but bare minimum, they're resolving 2 Guras against you if they're at 3-6.
Before the other.
Right.
Yeah.
If they are at 3-6 at the start of their turn and they slam 2 Guras, they are guaranteed getting at least two resolutions of their combo before you get to actually try to kill them. And you're probably dead because you're at 3-0 versus Gura.
It's also worth noting that if your opponent's single card outputs multiple, even if you cancel one, you do not get a chance to bring your opponent back until
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with that. Yeah.
So like if the Gura is going 2-1-1 and you eat like the 2-1 and like cancel the last ping, like
that's actually how the timing works.
Yeah, you don't get to burn.
But would it still be it would still be before their attack goes through, right? If it's on attack burn.
It would be before their trigger, yes.
Okay.
But then Gura basically gets at 3/6, heal twice.
Okay,
Gura goes
now-
4/1/1, burn, swing, 2/1/1.
If you had
Minimum.
a super cool stock costed defensive counter, this card would probably be sick to hold up alongside with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you could like take the burns first and then use the counter.
There is
To fog
a
the
really
actual
cool
attack.
card we're getting to, but it's also not stock costed.
Yeah.
So even more reason that it's like literally your best level 1 combo that synergizes with this card, Andy, is the TD level 1 combo. Like
It just adds
because
cards.
it's just cards and you're not playing around this like fake amount of infinite stock. So it's like, oh, well, I don't have infinite stock, so I might as well play this. It's just
I hate
it
eight
just
choice,
wasn't-
though.
it's not choice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hate choice too, actually, but it just warps your deck. But yeah, in general, I think the issue just comes down to this card is good, but there's better things that synergize. It's not bad. Like by no means. Like I would play this in another set, but because of the way Arifureta plays, there are just more appealing things than this.
Yeah, I
is
don't know.
the
You
best
talk
way
you
to
talk
put it.
me off the plus. I was a little gung ho.
You can still like it. It's still a really good card,
It's
for sure.
honestly, if there was like a stock costed defensive counter, or if this that you'd probably see. 11K, it's hexproof. It heals.
Like I said,
it's
they
got a
did
good
play
sustain
this.
effect. Like
They just
card,
pivoted off of it.
The card as it stands is a good card.
Also, maybe in a format with more defensive counters, in the meta, you might see this more because it is hexproof, right? So
Yeah, so it dodges.
it's probably better to look at this as like a format dependent card. And right now, the current JP and the current English format that this is coming out into does not have a giga amount of defensive counters that you have to be like, I need a hexproof finisher to like kill people.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I am gonna give it back to plus. Fuck the haters.
All right, yeah, do what you want, King. It's your show.
This card would actually maybe get me to like pick up Arifureta as a set.
I mean, I'm picking up
I
Arifureta.
don't know, it's just like up my alley. Really good art too. The show actually looks kind of badass.
The first season
the still
had
frames
pretty good
are
art.
so good at tricking you, thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show in motion.
And then you're gonna see card 15. And you're gonna be like, ooh, right.
Okay. This
Me.
Jason. Yep.
Me. All right. This is Yue, Kaori, and Miyu.
Yep.
Mew. I don't know fucking how to say your name.
I think it's just
During your opponent, just Mew. Yeah. During your opponent's turn, if all your characters are tortoise, this gets 2,000 power, so it's 4K. And then at the start of your opponent's attack phase, you may mill one. If it's a tortoise character, you get to move this, so it's a mill runner, and it's a defensive 4K. Pretty decent.
pretty decent.
Yeah, it's like
Blessing.
fine.
Oh,
That's
it's off turn.
really
It's
good.
off turn 4K.
Yeah, so really good turn 1. Really bad turn 2 going second.
Yeah.
Absurdly bad going second. But
I'd rather it was on turn, to be honest.
I would rather it be off turn. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, 'cause
I prefer this because when your mill runner misses, you don't get fucked out of your card.
Sure, but
yeah,
just don't miss.
It's got two chances to plus.
Yeah, so the way they go is right, as long as runners are innately going first cards, right? You're putting this in your deck to be like, when I go first, this is the card I want to open. And so if I go first, there's nothing to kill. I slam the card, and now it has 2 different layers of protection. Where in order to kill this card, my opponent needs to be fielding minimum 2 4Ks, minimum 3 4Ks, right? To actually kill this card.
You know what?
It's
Even
minimum 1 4K, but it's guaranteed they need 3.
even
So it's
going
like-
second, this probably wouldn't feel that bad to try field with, right? Because I mean,
Yeah, because you can baby
coming back
stick it,
around,
and
it's
then
gonna
if
be
they
a
don't
4K
level,
on your turn,
yeah, it's probably like a 4K
or like dual field with it
oversize.
even.
I'm
Depends how
I'm just
slow
not.
the zero's going, which is
Yeah,
it's fast right now.
I'm not really
Yeah.
like the biggest lover of like stacking these like plusing abilities like this. Because I feel like
I
you
like
might as
it
well
on-
just play a 4. Might as well just play a 4K that does something else.
Great
no,
when you open it. It's great
Okay,
when you open it
how
going
many-
first.
how many 4Ks do something else? I think is a big thing to consider, right? 4Ks are not normally something that get a good bonus
At best,
effect.
they're futabas.
Yeah, they're like
Effect
they have the
pop.
marker, like the Itsuki, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think when you consider it like that, like this is technically a 4K when it matters the most. That does something, and because all that matters is that this card untaps at the end of the day. That's why it's in your deck. If you're trying to make sure this card untaps. So
I
think it's
guess
good
an
at doing
argument there too is like a Futaba could just do that better though, because like at least you
that.
get
If
like
Futaba dies to one dude.
Yeah, just
This does not die to a singular bomb nor a singular dude. Futaba does.
2 chances to plus. That's how you should look at it.
Yeah.
But you don't go first, it's dramatically worse. Somewhere in this.
Yeah.
It is a
I think this
plussing
is a
card
good
you would
fucking
consider
draw.
playing.
I don't know if they play it. I don't remember, but it's a card I would look at.
The 8-door deck maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what they play. I only know the cool cards. This is not one of the cool cards. It's just a good card.
Next card.
Okay. Oh god, this artwork.
There was no alternative art. I apologize. No alternative art. I have used the alternative art where alternative art exists. No alternative art.
You don't want to get hit by YouTube Coon?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're taking a chance.
Look, it's fine. She doesn't have a real gun. It's a water gun. You know, it's like
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
the
where they have to
problem
censor
is-
the guns. Look, it's like a pink gun. You know,
See, the
can't get
problem
mad
with
about
that
that.
is
No gunmetal.
Yeah, what about the rest of the picture, Andy?
Yeah, the rest of the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I see where you stand.
Level 0 UA is placed from stage to hand, or the to stage from hand. You can discard a climax and sack a character to salvage a climax. That's a weird CX swapper.
Climax Swapper.
This is the one.
Sack one Climax Swap. OP.
This one
The
sees
sack a
play.
character.
Yeah, this one sees
Yeah,
more
this
play
card-
than the
That's
other one.
very. You can do some very cheeky things.
You can.
There is very specifically another level 0 you play that straight away
Abuses this. Yeah.
makes this more what you want to play over the green one. Despite the green one being very good. The green one is a very good card, but this card is better just because.
This in the meta deck that
Yeah.
we're thinking about at least.
I'll just give it it's better than the other one.
I'm giving it the A- because I think stockless Climax
other
Swaps
thing
can be
like
like Giga
Spawn?
Broken.
Yeah, dude. I
stockless for this deck. I'm like,
No,
this.
you. It. Do you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh level 0, Andy, from Alicization? Do you remember what that card does? The back row one.
Remind me.
Pay two, ditch one, rest, pick up 2 dudes of the same name. You abuse that card. You abuse that card.
Sounds like a Tokyo
So
Avengers card.
It's kind of like the Mitsuya, but it's infinitely better because it's a plus.
Yeah, it's a +1. We'll get there. We're gonna talk about it a lot right now, actually. Andy, go ahead. You get a card.
Okay, yeah. This UA combo. Oh, it's a 2-soul. No wonder you like it so much.
Wow.
When this card's damage is canceled, you can return it back to your hand. It's off a 2-soul, so maybe it cancels. And ability can only be activated once per turn. When this damage is canceled, if you have a 2-soul climax in your zone and you have at least one of the drop searchers that goes to memory for free, choose up to 2 tortoise characters in your waiting room, put them in your stock in any order, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose a tortoise character among them, show it to your opponent, add to hand. So you swing for like 3, maybe 4 if you trigger with this, or if you're in an open lane
This
or
card is a soul
something.
trigger weapon.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
soul trigger.
fuck, it does.
Yeah.
Power creep. So this thing's swinging for 3 minimum. When its damage is canceled, it pops to hand. You top check 4 for a card, add to hand, so it plus is 2, and then you get 2 more clean stock.
So plus is 4.
So
It's like
they're
3,
eating.
technically.
So they're either eating shit, or you.
Or you're going like +4, yeah.
How are you going +4? How are you going +4?
2 stock, 2 hand.
So you get 2 stock, you get 2 hand. On the next turn cycle, you can use that pay 2 ditch 1 tap to pick up 2 cards. So it's like a plus in the context. Every UA that goes off is a raw +3 over the turn cycle. If you have
technically, it depends how you view stock. Do you view stock as a plus, or do you view a stock as a plus?
I don't
or
view
a
stock as a
plus?
plus. I think it's a pseudo plus.
I was doing it straight to hand. Jason? 'Cause,
I
like,
think I would look at stock at minimum as a half a plus because
and then the 2 soul is half a plus.
Okay, so like let's say
True.
you swing with
Jesus
2 of these, right?
Christ.
They
isn't
cancel
isn't
one,
one
they
soul
eat the
isn't
other.
one
You
soul half
still
a plus,
plus
so that's a
2.
I
plus?
can't remember.
Yes, so that's the idea, right? Is you need a single UA to go off for it to matter, right? Because you're getting basically 2 stock charges and 2 Magaros worth of cards.
Yeah, yeah. If
Like
you
2 like
triple
any
this,
plus
right? Like
combo of the cards.
if
Yeah,
you
they're gonna
triple
cancel at
this,
least one.
and for you not to plus, they would have to just eat 12. At which point you're
9.
probably just
9
like
to
you're
12,
9,
yes.
9 to 12, and you're probably
Well,
just like, okay, that's fine.
And then you have your combo in your hand again.
we talked about this before it started. Ollie was like, I don't like this combo. Because we've had decks like this before, right? Where it's
Yeah,
like,
that's the best
I
version.
either plus a bunch or my opponent just eats it all and I'm ahead. The problem with those other decks where when the opponent eats it all thing happened, anything else your deck did costed so much and needed so much that your deck didn't do anything. The Shia finisher literally just shits itself out for nothing. So even in the games where your opponent just eats everything and you're like literally just playing on fumes, you can still like double Shia combo to kill your opponent at the top.
Is that the trial deck one?
Yeah, the trial deck reason. So 2 soul bar is the deck where that is like
Yeah.
the most played
Standard.
Arifureta
Really?
quote unquote meta deck is
By far.
the deck is like super thick too. The more cards you see, the more probably.
Yeah, it just has so many random cards that work for it. Like again, right, 1 UA. So when you think of it this way, right? You triple UA, they cancel 1. You get that UA back, you get whatever other card you want from the top 4 cards of your deck. The other 2 die. Because your opponent
And
eats
they
it.
ate like a whole level of damage.
And then use that Yu-Gi-Oh backer I mentioned. That's pay 2, ditch 1, pick up 2 cards with the same name. You can pick up 2 of these again. With that 2 stock you generated for free off your 1 combo canceling, slam another 2 soul, do it again.
And then you're also playing bar.
Right.
Remember, your climax swap is free, so you get to conserve your stock advantage over turns as you like repeatedly resolve this card and force your opponent just like, hey, you start canceling, I'm gonna giga compress on you because like even if I trigger climaxes and stuff, I have a ton of ways. Like if you're canceling while I'm like triggering climaxes, I immediately start moving through my deck. The card like self mitigates. Like strangely enough, when you're playing it, because it also mills, and you have the card that this pay to tap back row also has like a when you trigger a climax check to add filter, so like you can like ditch your flood as well as like mill to a better like potential deck state when things like your opponent's canceling how you build.
Yeah, and then sometimes they just eat like 9 to 12 damage, and then they're like, oh man, I lost the game. It doesn't even matter that you slammed 3 dudes and went down to like a 3-card hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I like about this too,
Awesome.
compared to like a like if you're playing against like 8 standby, right? Like compared to other like shit, what are they called? Like when you attack, they pop back to you. Like Obero effects. Like even if you don't have to like side with this, you can like front with it, and like you either stick big damage.
with this.
It doesn't get reversed in that.
You can side though, like the fact
can.
that you are pumping big soul. I think part of playing the deck effectively is the fact that soul can give good numbers via side
Yeah, some
attacks.
like
That's
later in the game,
yeah,
you
later
start
in the
hitting
game,
for like good
interesting.
numbers that you expect to stick, and then if they don't, then you have a fail case. You're like, well, whatever. I sided you for 2. You're dumb sack. Well, at least I got 4 cards.
Yeah, I got 4 cards out of that. Yeah.
Is it an issue with this that it doesn't get power, so it is only 3K?
No, because you're
No,
ignoring
that's
your
the best
opponent.
part about the card. The best part about the card is that this card does not even end to do anything with the board. So it gets to put all of the text on the card towards like the game plan of what you would.
Yeah.
That is the best.
Like you
part
just
about the
accept that
card.
this card is either dying or it's going back to your hand, and you're just gonna pick it up next turn anyway.
Notably, I talked about this a lot in my deck profile. The link.
Wow.
Description. The fact that this card selectively stocks 2 and this back row we're talking about is A2, discard 1, salvage 2. This card effectively like also sculpts you. So it's deck speed, it's selection, like in tandem with another card, as well as fuck ton of damage. All right, Ollie, defend yourself. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? I mean,
Oh,
do you want me to?
yeah,
I
I want to hear.
Yeah,
I wanna hear the
you're
take.
the dude. You are the dude giving this card a C plus.
I don't think this profile is good. I don't respect cards that require you to that require your opponent to cancel to get pluses. Granted, this is better because you only need to resolve one. Basically, you only need to resolve one. But I'm still not really a big fan, and the fact that it's also like so small. I don't buy the theory that like you don't care if this card dies or not, because then you're just gonna eat shit on the backswing, and because and because you need your mill is predicated on them canceling, you could still just end up being in a shitty deck state when they swing for a shit ton of damage at you.
You have a lot of other tools to manage your deck, and just
I mean,
not your
so
only mill.
it's
I
not
imagine if
totally
you
wrong.
hit level 1 first, it's probably extra nice then too, because then you don't have to like pick or choose between. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
sure. If
not
you
like
hit
they're
one
going to be
first, then
dying.
then that's whatever.
But
It
I
is
think
plus a 2 soul, so I mean,
It is worth noting
you
you
could side
punch
attack.
you punch
as well.
yourself or can punch yourself a lot at 0 to generate like some as part of your game. Hitting one first is
yeah, because of the red
pretty
level 0 that
common.
we'll talk about.
The red level 0 as well as the blue.
But yeah, I think in general too, the way you have to like you're not wrong, Oliver, and like what you're saying is definitely right in some situations. But you can, if you are technically worried about this card dying and like leaving you open for damage, you can side, right? Like again, if you're siding level 1, you're still attacking like a 1k1 deck. And then you're saying, okay, well, if you take the damage, cool, I've 1k1'd you. But if you still cancel my sides for 2, I'm getting something out of this, right? Like there's when your deck states shit, and then when your deck is good, you can just slam yourself, say, I don't care for my lanes, my deck's fucking sick. I dare you to hit me.
So are
Right?
you trying to like just like loop this combo until 30?
Yes. Yes, you are literally looping this combo
It is
ad nauseum.
Okay, you gotta understand, Ollie. I was literally in the same boat as you until I played this deck a single
It's a
time.
deck you have to really. I think when you see it and when you play it, it is so much different than it looks. Like I think on paper it looks so stupidly bad. You're like, yeah, how much can they physically push this combo to be good? And the answer is this card. This is how far you have to push an on-cancel effect to be relevant.
Yeah,
because it is
you have to push it
too
so
much.
far that only one copy of it in Cryfield. Again, one copy of this card resolving is effectively you going
It's double combo. It's like
yeah,
double
it's
combo
like
plus
double
an
combo.
auxiliary plus.
Yeah, you only need one card to go off. A lot of it is
Right,
also
like-
the level 0 suite as we look at more cards. Specifically, the green back row is what really makes
Yeah.
the entire deck tick.
Like technically, you can look at this as like you did a double combo, plus like you got 2 of that TO 1-0 to actually resolve, all in one card.
Even like the the reverse of like they eat 12 and just are like fucked. Like if they triple cancel, right? You made 9 stock in one turn.
Okay, if
That
they
is a
triple
lot.
cancel,
If
You're
they triple
actually
cancel, you
overhanded.
actually fucking like mill out your entire deck and you become like you're so compressed at that point.
It reminds me of the stock soul the stock soul combo I played in fucking Steins Gate with the Suzu that's like blind. It's like clean stocks 2 when your opponent cancels. So I like this because this is just that card but better.
That card, but you can actually like continue to. All right, we
Yeah,
talked
because
him
you
up.
guys have better cards in Steins
We
Gate.
talked him up.
We got B.
We got
we'll
there.
take it.
We got there.
I'll take your word for it.
Moving
It's a
on.
cool card. It's really fun to play with. Like I do encourage you to play with it if you pick a card.
To me, the way you talk about it, it just sounds like 2 soul DBG.
It's like 2 soul DBG,
which is
if
like
you like
a
if you were
problem.
rewarded.
Yeah, 2 soul DBG doesn't like the 2 soul
So,
was
okay.
just
2 soul
the
Day became God.
climax you played.
So
Like-
2 soul Day became God. I hated because 2 soul Day became God which for people that don't know, is just when you play the 2-soul, you pick up the event that's like salvage equal to the number of your Chiris in your graveyard. That deck actually coin flipped your opponent. Like, yes, it was a consistent plus. So you would slam like 2 or 3 of it, you'd be at a normal hand, but you're also playing a 2-soul combo, which was fine. But if your opponent canceled, nothing mattered. You're like praying to God you get this 2-soul combo again, that you don't refresh your deck so you can actually like pick up your combos again when they die. That card was big though, so it did kill things, at least. But this card is, I think 2-soul combos effectively almost have to reward you for canceling, because the fail case of your opponent triple cancels is so bad, right? And that's like, it could just happen because the mystery deck one, they can cancel everything or they can just take everything. You don't know. So having this ridiculous effect tied to a cancel just feels better, because you can argue as your opponent taking 3 to 4 damage is good enough as a reward for taking the damage, but then when they cancel, now you're actually getting something else. And you're expected to cancel at least once.
Like, I'm literally like super rolling.
Yeah, right.
Your
opponent's 1-0, right? But you play 2-soul David Became God. Your opponent's 1-0. You slam this 2-soul combo, they double cancel, take a 3. Where the fuck are you? You're just a worse combo than like other things. Because you also have no deck speed in that deck, right? You have to play other cards to get your deck speed. This gives you the deck speed. This gives you extra stock. It helps you snowball your own deck when your opponent cancels. And then when they don't cancel, you don't care that your own deck didn't snowball, because your opponent is now playing from like a level behind, no matter what they do.
Yep.
It's that same logic. It's just, it gets to a point where the reward you get is just high enough that it's like, all right, fine, you're good. And I don't like this combo being good, because I don't like good 2-soul combos. I think good 2-soul combos are really toxic. But
the deck's fun
it is
to
what
play,
it is.
so we give it a pass.
It's a cool deck. I like watching my local play it. It's actually like really cool.
I fucking hate this character too.
Yeah, me too. UA, fuck UA.
Yeah, it's the worst part of the show.
Insufferable character.
I hate this climax too.
Because the smug.
The art, it's like,
I think that's the perfect.
It's like,
art
you
for
know, that's
two-soul.
the face that your opponent's gonna
perfect-
make.
It is the perfect art for.
That's the face that you're gonna make when they fucking when they
Like,
take 6 and you can cancel 1, and you're like,
delicious. Yeah. Delicious.
6 damage, 2 hand, and 2 stock? Yes, please.
Alright, next card. Fusion time. Card is nice. Fine. Who's this? This is Cowrie, but she's
Cowrie.
She's like possessed by the
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, she merged. Whatever. It's a fusion card. So
yeah, Hajime merged her with the Valkyrie.
This 3/2
Valkyrie's like a dumb bitch.
is like, if you have 2 or more other characters, get 1,000 power, and then on play from hand or fusion, if you have 2 other characters, at the end of your opponent's next turn, it's an Exalt 2 across. So it does not target, but you have to either play it from hand or fuse it, and you get the Exalt across. But you don't need to play Climax. Kind of cool. The 2/1 has the usual like shuffle characters back, except -1k. Might help you win board with the card, because the card's only itself. And then the fusion target is Brainstorm, which is kinda cool. It's a lot of text to say this. Put this
that text is just the fusion 2/1, right? You're just spoiling the 2/1.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just the 2/1.
Yeah.
Put it all on the same slide. I think it's fine. We've seen these like climaxes and Exalt things before. They've been consistently underwhelming and not good. At least it goes off another card that's really good, like your Brainstorm.
Yeah,
you're not putting 2 shit cards. You're not putting 3 shit cards in your deck. You're only putting 2 shit cards in your deck. And you know what they say about bad cards? Playing other bad cards to make bad cards better is not very good.
I think this card's cool.
It's pretty efficient. There's not a stock cost to the fuse. It's just free.
Never a stock.
How
Well,
typically
it's
is.
a 2/1. That's how Trance always is. Yeah. Again, the problem is the 2/1 itself is not a good card. It's a card.
I mean, the
3/2 on its own?
The 2/1s are like never
shuffle 2, neg something -1k. So you're meant to be able to shuffle so normally trance cards are on play. You take 2 of the 3/2, you put them to the bottom of your deck. Up to 2 of the 3/2, put them on the bottom of your deck. This mandatorily, in order to make sure the 3/2 is in your deck, you have to shuffle 2. It's not up to, but you get to neg something 1k for what that matters because your 3/2 is not very big. It's
Wait.
only 11.
The 2/1 like trance targets are like never actually any good. Like at least this does something.
No,
else.
but I actually think this card being shuffle 2 mandatory to like try to guarantee your trance is bad, mind you.
Does it?
I like that the other trances are
It's
up
not
to.
mandatory.
It is mandatory. If you,
You
don't
ha-
have any,
you have to
you have to
return
choose
2.
2.
You have to return 2. Yeah. Okay. I see. What
Whereas
you're saying.
I like that other trances are up to 2, so I don't have to put it. If I can't trance more than once, I don't have to put an extra card into my deck for no reason, right? Mind you, it's a marginal problem. That's like just a me problem. I don't like that. I also just don't care for an 11k neg 2.
Yeah, that's
don't
where
think
I'm
that's
at.
very
That's
big.
like that's so many slots for I don't.
I think if you play like 8 pants, which is like another deck you could play in this set, I'd probably play this.
I mean, maybe, but I think that deck's like dog
I
shit.
wouldn't
So
play
that's
it,
its own
Vance.
problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Maybe
play
I'm
it,
just
Vance.
I just look. I've reconsidered here. Just looking at it, like if you're playing it alongside the really nice double or 2 soul level 1 combo, the UA, like an issue I could see too is, sometimes you might not plus your whole hand back with that level 1 combo. So I don't like the fact that you have to, like, it's an inherent minus here, where
It's also Tinker with your
you're
brainstorm.
2 for 1-ing
Look at-
yourself.
Yeah.
Tinker with your brainstorm is not as good as it seems, because that means now you have to find another brainstorm to put
At
on the
least
board.
you can brainstorm, then play this and shuffle back. You can try to plus
Yeah,
first.
brainstorm. Pray to God you hit a fucking copy of your
Wow, and then
brainstorm
you
to get a new one back.
Then you paid 2 to play your E effectively.
I don't like this.
Yeah,
I don't like this at all.
I don't
I,
like
I actually, the more I think about it, the more I don't like your trans target being the brainstorm. But to be honest, I think I would have preferred it be any other card, but your brainstorm.
All right, next card.
1/0 UA auto. When this card is played on stage from your hand, you may discard 1 card. If you do, you may choose 1 level 0 or lower character you're winning and place it on stage in any slot. And it has act. Rest this. Choose one of your opponent's front row characters. This turn it gets neg 2,000 power. And a
The
soul
act
trigger.
effect is nice. Oh, and the fucking soul trigger.
I
Yeah,
put
the
this
act
in
effect's
here
nice.
because this was
Yeah.
like a summoner card that was not meant to attack. But
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
different.
relatively interesting and had a soul. But I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, it's not a
think
card you're
it's
gonna see
bad.
played, but it's a
I
cool
think
card.
it's fine.
Works nice
It's
with the
not
level
bad.
1 combo since the level 1 combo is small.
Yeah, this is definitely not a bad card. It's a weird card, for sure though.
I usually hate these like discard summoners, but
Oh,
this one
I
actually
love these effects,
I kind of like.
They can be super good depending on that. It all depends what you're hitting with.
Yeah,
And the
I'm
soul
sitting here
trigger too
wishing
is just
Dochi
nice too.
had one of these.
All right, event.
Okay. 2/0 counter. If you don't have a UA on board, you cannot play this from hand. This card can be played without color. Perform the following effect twice. The top card of your deck, put it on the top of your deck or into the waiting room. It's a double Leafa
Yes, sir.
for free.
Intended to use this with the finisher to try to get a cancel.
I like how you need a
Ooh.
UA on board.
Yeah,
Well,
that's juicy.
you need a UA on board, but like there's no UA outside of yellow, right?
Nope.
So like
Or no, there's red.
you-
UAs.
no, there's red. There's red
UAs.
UAs.
Oh, okay. So you could play this in like an 8-door then.
Question: the Valkyrie fusion, is that considered UA?
No.
No, it's Cowrie.
No, it's a
No,
Cowrie.
UA is the vampire.
Okay, you said it was a fusion, so I was just.
No, it's
Yeah,
a
no.
Cowrie
UA
fusing with a Valkyrie.
With some Valkyrie bitch. That doesn't matter.
Never happens.
Well, if you have a UA in your back row, let's say, then that's still
Yeah, there's
fulfills
no
it.
good
You could
UA
still
back
back
rows.
up your. You could still counter on your like.
What do you mean? It's the 1/0 we
play.
just looked at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
something
that's
like
the
that.
best
UA
UA back row.
Unless you play red.
Oh yeah, there's the. Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
go
For that is relevant for that deck, I guess.
But you're never gonna play yet. You're really
colorless, too.
oversaturating your deck. What is?
double
This event
Leafa
card.
double with the combo, it's probably fine. Otherwise, it's probably so in that deck.
Hold on. I think C is like this is just a money, kind of like a money counter.
It's
but
not a
it's
money
free.
counter.
No.
Oh, come on. It almost is. Well,
It's
Almost.
defensive strike
No,
too.
it's not.
Almost
Not
is,
burn damage.
yeah.
That just means you're gonna take 4 damage instead of 6.
Yeah, it just means I'm gonna look at 2 clean cards and another. I think it's
maybe
good.
I'm thinking it's more like a compass. Maybe
It's
that's what I'm
better.
thinking
It's
like.
definitely good with the combo, but I think outside of the combo, try to play it. And it would probably be the first card I cut, to be honest. I was testing. That's how I look.
Just like, I don't know. I like the fact that you have like an ace that you can hold in your hand that just like lets you have like a cancel if you need it.
Yeah, it's supposed to
You
be.
could do
It's
worse.
supposed to help the 3/2 UA deck, but it's
Do a
like
lot
fine.
worse. All right. Other yellow cards that did not make the cut to talk about, but might want to play. Level 0, if it's reversed, reveal top stock bomb for level 0. The reveal card or lower, it's like or no, it's not like the Esper bomb. It's like the one from Neat. It bombs for the the level of the card you reveal, so it's completely random. A terrorist card. The other one is a level 2 killer. This other 105k UA gets 1 soul for every other copy of itself. Thought that was interesting. Team Lord. One. Cowrie has the stun effect, which is very popular right now to mitigate Gura. Hopefully by the time Arifureta, maybe Gura will be gone. Cross our fingers. And then it's also an on-attack Shimakai, so it's not a dead card otherwise. Then this 2/1 UA is a 2k assist to level 3 front, and if you have 4 more characters on board to play it, you can stock a card from stock a character. Nothing too crazy. Yellow. We can just move on to green. Get in. Andy, go ahead. This is Ollie Fish Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a freaking fish girl.
Do we find her under a truck? Is that where she is?
Yeah, she's hidden under the truck.
They found her somewhere abandoned.
Something
I'm glad you got it, Carmen. Thank you. All right, when you play her on stage, you can discard a card. If you do, reveal top card, level X or lower from waiting room to your hand, equal to that level. So a nice little Rico effect. You know, the most premium cream of the crop of filtering effects.
The creamium?
The creamium of filtering effects, yeah. And then on attack, choose a character, give 1,000 power. But you're probably playing this for, I kind of like the fact that it's, has another auxiliary effect. Because, I don't know, when I see level 0 Ricos, a lot of times they're just like vanillas that will like discard a card. You know what I mean? Like a 1,500 vanilla or something. That will Rico.
I think
but
Ricos.
this like does something.
I think Ricos with
interesting on
power
attack.
effects are the worst kind of Ricos, but they're still Ricos.
You still play them?
Oh, you think you don't like these ones?
No, I don't.
What are
if
like
the
the better
Ricos-
ones?
if
Maybe
the
I'm
Ric-
just forgetting.
Leafa, the Salt Lily one.
Leaf was fucking broken.
Attack on
Any-
Titan one.
I actually think that's still on the lower end. I think any Rico with utility effects are the broken ones.
Power is
That's
just
the best way to look at it. Like power is the worst bonus effect they can give me on a card.
But it's still a Rico.
Yeah, I'm still gonna play because Ricos are still broken. But
I don't even
mind
know
you,
where
yeah,
put this in meta deck. I didn't even play this card. Maybe it goes in the drop search, but I don't know. You don't have deck access.
yeah, good card. Ricos are good. Power Ricos, I sleep. I fucking hate playing this index in Bunko, and I'm literally playing this exact card in Bunko. So
yeah. All right. Got this. Yeah, combo. 1/0 when placed on station, your hand gets 1,500 power. It's with a bar. On attack, if you have the bar. Fill top 2. If you take level 3 or higher character, you get additional K. So 10k. Climax, which is cigarettes. So it's bonus effect. Cigarettes with bonus. You take a level 3 character. Swing super big.
They really
part of her flavor of being the I swing the big hammer.
Big hammer girl.
they really like doing this on cigarette combos nowadays.
It's cigarettes with bonus, dude. I give it the plus for flavor. I read the manga for this series. Did not watch.
I watched the show. I did not finish season 2 though.
You're forget.
What's that swing for? That swings for if
It's
you
10.
do it, it goes to.
It's 10.
Okay.
That's pretty nice. And it's
It's
off
like
of Gold
whatever.
Bar.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
not
I'm
picking up
talking
fucking
about.
level 3s off my cigarettes to get 3,000 power.
Well, no.
Well, if you're
No.
doing it, at level 2, you probably want to pick up.
Blessing combo off of Gold Bar that mills you.
You just pick up the level
I
3
like
and
it.
just clock it next turn. It's like that level 3
I'm
could have been
good.
whatever you wanted.
Cigarettes are the
A
shittiest
little
fucking
too
combos.
vanilla.
Damn.
Okay,
My
Jason-
cigarettes
okay,
better
wait,
be
wait.
my cigarettes better be fucking broken.
Jason,
Cigarettes?
once the cigarettes aficionado now saying they
No,
suck.
cigarettes-
Okay, cigs.
See, I've always agreed that cigarettes are like the standard of a combo, and I'm always happy to have them in my set than not. When my set sucks, I need my cigarettes to be like Lyco Reco cigarettes.
Cigarettes
Or
scale with
the-
how good your level zeros are.
What's that new
I'll
one
die
that
on
just
that
got
hill.
printed that's also
Jesus
broken?
Christ, Jason, you're like a public service commercial for like why you should stop smoking. You're like the label on the back of the fucking box.
I
Shut
forget
up.
what the other one was,
Not
right?
talking
There's
shit on cigs.
what's the Carmen, do you know what the other cigarettes that just got printed that's like broken is?
I don't. What?
Oh my god, there's a cigarettes that just got printed in another set that's coming out. That was
Maybe
like
it's Alice Cure Ages. I can't remember.
maybe
The
let's
bonus
see.
effects are like help make it better, but again, cigarettes scale.
Kana, the fucking Oshinoko one.
Oh,
That card's
yeah.
fucking bonkers.
What did it do?
Mill 2. It's Mill 2, pick a X level showbiz. If X, so if the number you mill is 2 or higher, not what you choose.
Oh, you don't even have to pick
You
up
get to
a
miss-
2.
Then you get to ditch salvage.
Oh,
literally
yeah.
insane.
It just becomes a.
That is just a Mill 2 salvage, like whatever you want half the time. Like salvage any 2 cards you want half the time, right? Egregious.
In general, cigarettes are better when you're cracked. Big
Yes,
reason
it
why
helps.
slime keeps they have cracked zero.
Yeah, that one and then the
makes your
Lyco
veil
Reco
catch
one.
up. Lyco Reco also has good zeros, so also makes that one better.
Well, Lyco Reco has good zeros, and Lyco Reco also gets to modulate its next cigarettes, right? It can make its second. It's like cigarettes further on better.
Anyway,
this
this one is fine. She is just fine.
I sleep. I will never touch this fucking card.
All right, you get the.
More TOs. Woo! This card's actually good.
Ass.
All right, if you have 2 or less climaxes, EP on play heal. On attack, if you have 4 more other tortoise characters, it's an 11/5, and during this card's battle, when the damage you take is not canceled, this card gets 4k power. So when you eat shit, she randomly gets to become a 12/5 on defense. Attack
That's
big
kinda
with
nice.
attack with her big boobies, defend with her big booty.
This card is
It's just good.
Yeah, that's just a good early play.
Good be.
this card is
Good be.
flavorful because she uses her
Yeah.
ass a lot.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
good for.
Theo is the aggressively horny character, and
It's
that is-
just
Yeah.
that's saying a lot in a series that also has Yue in it.
Yeah.
So like every character is aggressively horny all the time.
Yeah, she gets a giant metal
She
pole
has a little.
punched into her.
You know she's losing. She has little
butt.
heart emojis on her
Dang,
flavor
this
text.
show sounds
Yeah.
hype.
Now, it,
You
it-
know
If you can
that-
get if you can get past the abysmally bad first episode, it's like actually like a really funny show to watch.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
funny show
not
to
bad.
watch with the boys. It's like this so bad. It's
It just gets worse as it goes.
yeah.
You know that I am also the proud owner of a graded 10. Beckett 10 of this card.
Are you
It's the
really?
only graded Weiss
Why?
card I own. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I literally saw someone on Facebook list it, and I was like, I was a little bit
Why?
tipsy one night, and I
Nice,
kind
nice.
of just like messaged him, and I bought it, and like I messaged him the next day. I'm like, I've never even seen the show. I just think it's a pretty handsome card, and he's like, lol. I kind of thought
Lol.
the same thing.
Lol, thanks for giving me your money, idiot.
Yeah, that's kind of like the conversation we had.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
regret the purchase. I don't regret it one bit.
Okay, that's good. How much you spend on
It
it?
wasn't even like an SP, right? It was just a base
Oh
rare.
no, no, it was the SP. Yeah,
Oh.
You gotta
How
put
much
it
you
on
spend
a
on it,
chain,
Andy?
that's what I meant.
bring it to.
Andy, how much?
That's what I fucking wear it like the Millennium Puzzle.
Yeah.
He's hiding from me.
He won't reveal
How much, Andy?
How much you pay for
How
it.
much?
It's probably worth
don't
more than you
remember.
paid for it now.
I think it was like 180.
Oh, it's not bad.
For a back at 10, that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
good.
it's not
All
bad.
right, fine. I'll let you
Yeah.
go.
All right, the Egyptian god card. Shia, Ollie, go ahead.
It's got this level 0 Shia. When your character's trigger check reveals a climax, you can discard a climax to look at top 2 from the top of your deck, choose one from among them, add to your hand, send the rest of the waiting room. That's fine. Pay 2, ditch a tortoise character, restless. Choose one character from your waiting room, add it to your hand, then choose one character from your waiting room with the same name and add it to. Oh, okay. It's actually the EGO.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This is literally the card that.
Okay,
takes
I thought you said it was like Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't know it
No,
was like literally
you
Yu-Gi-Oh.
know the Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh back row.
Okay.
This is
Except
the
was
card.
it Yu-Gi-Oh search or salvage?
The card.
Salvage. They're both salvage. It's verbatim Yu-Gi-Oh. Every ounce of this card, except that it's green instead of blue.
This
And it's
card,
got a cute bunny girl on it.
card takes
Yeah, but instead of a
deck
handsome Chad.
that is literally
Yeah.
like slam 2 soul, haha. From like from a 0 brain cell deck to a 10 billion brain cell gigabrain.
Yeah, it turns your
this
level
is
1
the card.
combo into. You
Yeah.
want to see me do it again?
Yeah.
It goes from
yeah.
funny, haha, I slam 2 soul to haha, I slam funny 2 soul. Want to watch me do it again? And you say no.
Oh,
Please don't do it
then
again.
at the top it becomes please stop pinging me. Please stop.
Yeah.
Please stop
You just start
pinging me.
looping a ping one over and
Yeah, the fact this is a 0 is pretty good.
This is the
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why you play like 4, 4, 4,
2-soul
4, 4, 4, 4 of like every card in the deck.
Yeah, because at any point it gives you any 2 of the 1 card that you want.
And why the 1-ofs that you would play in the deck become 2-ofs for the most part, outside of a couple cards.
Yeah.
This is the card that takes it from a brainless deck into a gigabrain deck.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because again,
I love Yu-Gi-Oh and Malice. I like it here.
if you have somehow forgotten, the UA selectively stocks 2 cards from waiting room. This card pays
Yeah, you
2,
can always make sure.
which means 4 cost, which can pay the cards out 4 cost and then grab them. So you're gonna have to play a bit of a memory game. You know, you're gonna have to remember things. You can't just slam
Or
stuff
you just
and
pray to
go.
God.
That's
Pray to God
cringe,
your last
dude.
UA is the one that cancels, dude.
And then pay 2 and pick up those 2 cards you tucked in there. So you could tuck
Every
cards
time
for
your
later
last UA
use.
cancels, you just coom a little bit. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm
because then you don't
stupid.
have to do any digging on the. But like you have other ways to dig down too to get to the right numbers, right? Like we have the brainstorm where you can heal to. If you're canceling, which you know when you have all that stock, you're probably. So
yeah, and let you just yeet all those extra bars out of your hand.
this is the
It's
card.
it's a nice card just to have sit in your back row all game and look
And
at.
it does in fact just sit there all game.
I wonder if I don't believe Arifureta. I'll have to whip up just this deck or something to try to get some gameplay because we had gameplay requests for this deck.
Yeah,
and-
again, it's a deck you have to watch played because it just
or I can
when
do a
you just
paper
talk
game.
about it.
Brandon,
Yeah,
Brandon
when you
keeps
just talk about it, it's like
yeah. Brandon keeps taking the deck apart and trying to sell the playset, and I said, "Oh, Brandon, stop taking it apart."
he's gonna buy it in English, bro. It's fine.
No, he's not. He doesn't like.
$20. It's gonna be $20.
Yeah, hopefully. This
Wait,
set has a lot of waifus people like, so hopefully people are cracking it for the science of the product. Probably will.
I mean, like, the deck also only plays like 3 double Rs.
Yeah, it's not much. Most of a lot of the decks in the TD.
Actually, is UA combo even a double R?
Yes.
The-
No, it's
It's a rare.
No, it's a rare. So even more so, it's a fucking rare, dude. There's how many double Rs are even in the deck? Brainstorm?
Brainstorm. You probably want to pick up Mute to have.
Okay, well I'm not playing that card if it's expensive. So assuming that card is expensive, Tio.
I mean, I
Set
never
two?
use that card to play the deck, so because you
Two-
have pages
two-
have salvage.
2 double R's in your deck.
Yeah, deck should be
Three
very-
double R's. Hajime 300. 3 double R's. That card it reads like a double rare, so yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah, your deck is your deck plays like 12 double R's in it total, and the rest is all
Anyway,
rare and lower. Your deck is
Ishia's
guaranteed to be like $30.
First
Yes, the card.
First effect is actually, despite the filter not being good, the fact that, like, again, I kind of talked about how the UA kind of self mitigates it, like when things like kind of go poorly, like you trigger a bar, you already have a 2-soul for next turn or something. It lets you immediately ditch that card and like move through your deck a little more while you're doing the combo. So it's not the best filter, but it is a filter mid combat step, because you have a lot of thinking to do during your combat step, like how much you're going to want to that when you're that's part of playing the deck intelligently as opposed to her slam. All right, yeah.
True.
Moving on.
Oh shit! It's Jason's favorite thing in Weiss Schwarz.
Back to Andy.
That's my favorite thing in Weiss Schwarz.
Oh,
All right.
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So no, I was
Oh,
muted.
level 0 combo. Ooh.
I had a real zinger and you guys missed it too.
What was your?
Oh,
All right. Oh, when always like, oh, it's Jason's favorite thing in Weiss Schwarz, and we get to this card, and I'm like, oh, it's boobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
got it. I mean, true.
True.
But
like
she's
Tio.
also she's not a bodacious blonde though. So
Oh,
it's
is this
not as-
Tio?
it's not as
Oh, this is
important to
Tio
me.
from
Yeah,
the
it's
front.
just
I only
Tio
know.
from the front,
I only know the
I
STF,
only know her
I only
from
know
the
her from
back.
the back.
I only know her from the back.
All
She
right.
puts
Very
she puts the
good.
fan in her boobs.
Very good.
Mama Tia here.
She's a dragon.
Oh, she's a
She's a
dragon,
dragon.
too.
Yeah, that
Man.
makes her even
Dragging these
better.
nuts in your most face.
Yeah,
Oh!
this show is great. Oh, damn, dude.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna actually watch the show.
Original
maybe.
joke.
I love level 0 combos. All right, continue on, Andy. This card is
Okay.
really- it's really good though,
Yeah,
but-
stop distracting me. The art's already distracting enough. When the bar is placed in your climax area, if you have 2 or more other tortoises, choose one of your opponent's characters
Tornai.
until the end of your opponent's next turn. It gets the following ability. When it's its front attack, you can pop it back to your hand. Art combo, 2 or
the
more
thing
other
over.
tortoise. So it gives it to
It gives it
gives
to
it to
Obro,
another
dude.
character,
Yeah, it gives
Yeah.
a dude single dude bro. So you have
and
to have
then it
multiple down.
rests to give
stinky.
1,500.
Stinky.
That kind of the effects synergize nicely together. I just don't think it's worth
Okay, but
playing
think-
this as your combo.
Think of all the on-play effects you can loop.
Nico.
Like what?
I don't know.
Rico. Yeah,
Rico.
Rico. Your 500 power Rico. that can
Hey,
only
it's a
bump on the
1500. Oh, it only buffs on losing.
Swings for
Never mind.
3K.
3K, brother.
Climax
I don't know,
swapper.
man.
Yeah, you can loop your climax swapper.
So that we can get more bars.
You know what? I pass. Next card.
I give it +1 on Carmen because it's a level 0 combo, and I fucking love level 0
I
combos.
I love this TO art.
Whose card is it? Is it my card?
Yeah, it is.
Your
Pop
card.
off
Okay,
king.
104K. If you have 2 or 3 or more cards in your clock, gets 2K. So 6K. Accelerate. Start of your climax phase, you may put a character from your clock, so you can set a color, which is nice. If you do, immediately look it up to 3 cards from the top of your up to 1 character or 2 and from at the hand. So it does plus immediately at the start of your climax. And a little bit of deck speed. At the start of your climax. So the timing is fine. Would be nice if it was accurate.
Talk
Now, is
about
there a
the
lot of
event.
accelerate in this set?
No,
Nope.
you're looking at it.
Well, I guess it's just I kind of like that actually. Just as like a Randy one of like accelerate is like an option. Like it's pretty self-sustaining, I guess. Like a decent
Accelerates.
off attack, like
So card.
attacker at level 1 also, right? Because it's 6,000.
You can clock yourself
Not
for
bad.
more power. If you're at 1-2. A thing, I guess.
And then sometimes it's just a 4K. And you know, if this card had a real power condition, I'd probably like it more.
Yeah, same. The power condition thing, I hate that. Like, I've hated it since then. Hated it for.
The only funny one was Gawain because he always had power. I wonder what.
All right, next card, Jason.
Okay, it's a Shea. It's not a Tio this time. 3/2 Shea. When penalty from hand, this turn all your opponent's Frontal characters get neg 2,000 power. And it has on play, ditch 2 stock swap.
Is it Shea or is it Shea? I said it Shea and somebody corrected me.
SHEA.
Shea. Well, yeah, I thought it was that too, and then I looked it up and it was pronounced. I don't fuck. Whatever. It doesn't.
Japanese, bro. It's Japanese.
Yeah, I would.
Technically,
assume
it is Shia because it's SHI Shia.
Yeah,
but
Shea.
Shia,
Yeah,
tomato,
who cares?
tomato.
Who cares?
We're American.
Yep. I agree. We are American. Real stock swap based. Fuck these fake stock swaps getting printed like the one on like Echo. Fuck that shit. We hate fake stock swap. Love real stock swap no matter how expensive it is.
No.
What do you mean fake stock
This
swap?
card sucks peen. Because there's a shuffle back into your deck and then they do it.
Yeah.
It's the stock shuffle, not a stock swap.
Yeah, stock shuffle like Aqua Finisher and Hull.
Although I'm not gonna lie, the one in Bochi makes it feel kind of good.
All right, well, the Bochi Cent review. Eventually, that'll get announced for come back. It'll be you and Zach.
Okay.
Wait, so isn't normally ditch 1 for these?
No, it's pay 2. It's pay 1. I mean, normally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Normally
No, the Yui is also ditch 2.
You don't care that it's ditch 2. When you
care a little
swap,
bit.
The
Sure.
thing matters.
You care a little bit. You're not happy about it.
You're not happy about it. You have cards to make. Look, when you get to the top in Arifureta, if your opponent doesn't die, your game's over. So you will punch yourself with the Ricky to get extra cards and like tap down multiple like back rows. The minus 2K.
That's you're playing the UA finisher like me.
The minus 2K to your opponent's entire front row does have like synergy with standards. Better extra text.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Next.
I got this 1/0 Miu. If you have another 1/0 Remia, which is her mom, it's got 6K power, so it's 9K. And then the Remia is a 500 assist, so she's a 9/5. And pay 1 when you climb a special class area. If you do, it's a Magi.
The 9.
Yeah, so you get 9K vanillas.
9K.
Oh yeah, 9.
Yeah,
Brandon played this package on release. It was like fine.
Sometimes 9K is big enough.
Yeah, I mean, you literally just put these fat, costless walls in front of you, slam climax.
And then then Chainsaw Man comes out, and then you get Kishibe, and he's a 10K, and then you're like,
Kishibe.
wow.
The package is.
Yeah.
You want green, you're not really doing much at level 1. You're level 1 at Mog. That's what.
You're usually not resolving Magi to 0 anyway, though, a lot of the time, right?
Unless you get stuck there.
And I don't think the set has standby, so.
You do, it just sucks.
Oh, you do?
That's crazy. Single stand.
Oh, because you don't have standby. I got it.
Yeah, you have one. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, back to Andy.
Alright,
from
we
the
got
back,
another Mio. From the back again, that's why I remembered who it was this time. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. What'd I call her?
Neo.
Neo. Oh, cause I was thinking before. I was thinking Mamma Mia
Neo.
Before, you know. So,
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, Mama.
Mamma Tio.
Here we go again.
Have I told you like how much I hate that movie, hate that soundtrack?
What, Mamma Mia,
Mamma Mia?
You don't like ABBA?
Oh my god,
dude.
move on. I don't want to talk about
this. This is a tangent.
Bro, my favorite
you don't
Guilty
wanna hear
Gear
the story?
character,
Okay.
ABBA.
No, I don't want to hear Carmen get triggered about not liking ABBA.
Okay.
I gotta tell the story now. I gotta tell the story.
No, what?
Can I tell the story?
What do you mean? Yeah, go ahead. Who cares? We're
Why I hate
the video.
Mamma Mia?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude,
go ahead.
I'm gonna
this
go
is
get
the
some
content
water while
people
he's
want.
speaking.
It is the content people want.
Yeah, I'll pre-write this
When
card.
my
and then I'm
mom
gonna
would
get water.
drive me to school in the mornings, right? There was like a period in time where she was like really into Mama Mia. She watched the movie like 5 times in like 1 week, and like every morning it was like the same CD driving me to school.
Here we go
Mama
again.
Mia, here we go again. My. Oh, it just
How
made me
can I
hate it.
sing it?
I don't have anything against ABBA, but fuck that movie, dude. It's such a bad movie too. It's so poorly written.
I don't know anything about
It is a badly written movie. Oh man. Oh yeah, I gotta
It's your
read this card now.
Yeah.
Fuck Mamma Mia. All your other tortoise characters get 1,000 power. And you're gonna battle opponent because reverse. You have level 1 or lower stock soul in the climax area. Look at 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 2 tortoises among them. Show them to your opponent. Send them to your stock. Use a character in your waiting room. Add it to hand. On reverse,
salvage, stock 2. Or stock 2 from top of deck and then salvage.
That's.
We've seen
Wait,
stuff
that's kind of
this
like
before.
it's
It's like
like
the Mel from Hall.
fuck. Now, what's the one in Slime? The Muron. It's kind of like Muron.
Like
Kinda.
the shittiest Muron ever.
It's a shittier Muron, but it's kind of like Muron.
No. Too small for one. It's only a 10k. That's Muron. The difference
No,
is the fact that
Miran's a
Muron's-
12-5. Let's
Muron
be
also
serious
stocks
here.
on climax play, so like you always guarantee. This always does stock clean, but because it's on reverse, you could trick. I don't like it. Also needing a dynasty.
Glad I didn't miss anything.
All right, next card. Jason. Back just
Me? I thought it was you.
no. Wait, no. Andy just read it. You're right. It is. Level 0 Hajime. When this is placed on stage, and you can pay 2 and send one of your characters on stage block. If you do, choose an event or climax in your waiting room and salvage it.
That's not Hajime. That's Bell from Don Manchi.
No,
It
it's
would
Edgy
be-
Bell. Before
Yeah, it's
Hajime.
Edgy Bell. Yeah,
Yeah, he's really edgy, Bell.
it's grown up Bell with a gun. And
Okay, realistically, this card's
Essie
not
has
actually that
blonde
bad
and
though.
flat. Wow, it really is Don Machi.
Can we just
All
make?
of the
Can we just
characters.
make Hestia blonde and not flat,
That'd be nice.
please?
Pay
Agreed.
2.
And a lot less annoying.
Sack a character to clock. This seems really like overcosted. Pay 2, sack a character, and take a damage.
You get to
just
pick up
get
an event
climax?
or a climax.
What was
I
the
think
one
that's
in
really
what was the one in
shit.
FGO costed? Was it just pay 2 punch yourself? The fact
It's
that
pay
this
to punch yourself.
spawn
But
it,
oh no, it spawns the door. It spawns the climax.
this one goes to hand, so it has to be. It has to
Cost it ever so slightly
expensive.
more.
Yeah, I still don't.
Because you get to still, you still get. Because the one in FGO is pay 2, clock yourself, put the door under the field. This is pay 2, clock yourself, put the
Add
climax
the door to hand,
in
or
the.
add the
But
climax.
it's clock a character because it's not. It can't be a plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do whatever the fuck else you want with it afterwards.
Like, even if you're swimming in stock, right? I don't know. Sacking a character to clock.
I would
Unlike an
rather
otherwise
Death
shitty
Grip
it's
card.
like
do- yeah.
it's like pay 2 Ruijerd yourself realistically.
Yep.
But
It's
You're
still
like-
not great.
or like sometimes like a card pluses and then you get like that, which is like okay. It's not a great card, but it's like a fine card. I mean, like grabbing climaxes is pretty strong. Or events. Not that there's any
And
good.
you have,
not that
we've already
there's not
seen
that
2
many good
climax
events.
swaps already. I don't know. I see where you're coming from, though.
All right, Jason gets that dragon.
Woo!
This
It's Tio getting her rod shoved up her butt.
yeah
Woo!
happening.
2/2 counter evento. Choose one character with Tio in its name. This turn it gains the following ability. Auto. This ability can only be activated up to once per turn. When damage you take is not cancelled, heal up to 2.
Damn, that's actually good flavor.
Bad dragon event, dude.
She getting fucked
Uh-huh.
by a metal rod. It's really
So when
it's
you
actually
don't cancel,
surprisingly
you heal
graphic
2.
theme.
Got 2 incoming. Gambling alert.
Is it gambling? You
Also, well,
you either
hold on.
cancel it or you eat it. It's minus
It's
2
pay
damage.
2, do nothing, or I guess if you play it on a lane where you are favored to eat the damage, and the swing is for 2, actually.
It's gambling, but I feel like the odds are always in your favor.
If you play it correctly, the odds are.
All right, can it? Now
See
the
a girl
timing on
coming and you're
this.
like, nah.
Now, if you take a fatal swing with this, the game will end
You
before
die.
you can
Yeah,
heal.
you die. Check timing.
That makes
Yeah.
me like it less.
Just tell
When
your
it's
opponent
not
now.
canceled, heal 2. I don't know.
I'll give it the plus because it's a funny flavor.
Oh god, the cops are after me.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's not that. It only works on
Yeah.
Tias.
You're completely
Also.
dedicated to this set.
Yeah.
All right, last card. We have Tia dressed up like Cowering. This is a promo. On play, pay 2. Refresh.
Damn, she's so much cuter than Kaori. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
She is so
Kaori's
much cuter than
cute.
Kaori.
I mean, best girl's the samurai chick.
What's her name, Oliver?
I like.
I actually fucking forgot.
But I never had to hear her talk or see her animated. I only just read. Her
Jay is cute.
It is kind of funny.
She's got bazongazongs.
She does
Yeah,
have the bazongas.
she shows up literally for like 2 episodes, but she's best girl.
I'm
Right.
talking about I'm talking about Shea, but
Relevant.
I mean, Kaya's okay. She's pretty annoying though.
Level 0, you get 2k on turn, so it's 35 on turn, and then it's an avoider runner. It runs away from combat. So if your opponent puts things in empty,
flavor.
cracks at you. Yeah, it is flavor. You have literally Escanor Bomb, but people play that card. But you know, if your opponent's at X0, work. 2/1, 3k kick. Relevant. That this Hajime is an assist 1500 and can't side to the level gross in front of it, and has act, pay 1 sack, self check up to 4 at a level 1 higher card. Depending on what you're playing, maybe stock out. Add 0 at least power. These 2 Chias are interesting. They're both 2/1s. The first one is you check your opponent's top 2, up to your opponent's top 2. You get to bottom deck up to 1 of them and put the rest back in any order. So it's like 1 play for opponent. The only 1 climax. Bottom deck that 1 climax. Other put everything back. Kinda interesting. And then the other one is 2/1 act, rest any 2 characters plus 1 soul to all your characters. Climax. And then there's a free fresh box opportunity. I had to take that off because it's stupid. So that's yellow and green. About an hour and a half. That's good. Yellow, green, and the teeth. Lots of stuff. Any thoughts on this? Close it up. Go to the next colors. Pretty good.
I like Shea.
Yeah. Girl.
Mamma mia.
I like this card. I don't like this character. Yeah, that's about it. We'll see you guys in the next colors.